So hi everyone, myself Rekha, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics. So today we are going to present the topic types of correlation in the course Computation Mathematics. So first of all we are going to discuss what is the types of correlation. So correlation means finding the relationship between the two variables. So in this PPT we are going to discuss the following contents. That is positive and negative correlation, linear and non-linear correlation, scatter diagram method, and simple multiple partial correlation, and some of the measures, and Pearson coefficient of correlation. So first we are going to define what is positive correlation. So positive correlation is nothing but two correlation is said to be positively correlated, that is the variables are in the same direction. So if it is a negative correlation means it is negatively with the variables in opposite direction, if it is moves in the opposite direction. So correlation is said to be an negative when it increases the value of variable and accompanied by the decrease in the value of the variable. Next is nothing but simple and multiple correlation. Simple correlation is nothing but said to be simple when only two variables are studied, whereas in multiple correlation, three or more variables are studied simultaneously. In partial correlation, two variables are recognized, only two are considered, and the effect of other influence are kept constant. Next is nothing but linear and non-linear correlation. If the amount of charges in one variable tends to be a constant, then the amount of change in the other variable. Whereas in the non-linear correlation is said to be correlation if the amount of change in one variable need not be constant ratio the amount of change in the other related values. Next, there will be some of the methods of measurement to analyze the correlation. One is scatter diagram. So in the scatter diagram, they will represent the positive, negative, and simple correlation, whereas the sum of the two methods are Pearson coefficient of correlation. So this helps us to find the relationship between the two variables. Next is rank correlation. So finding the rank for the correlation coefficient, then analyzing the correlation value. So these are the methods we are going to find. So in that first method is scatter diagram. So scatter diagram is probably represented in the form of a graphical form, that is it is the relationship between the two variables x and y, and there will be a lot of dots is applied in the graph. This represent the number of observation, and the degree of correlation between the variables can be examined using the plotted graphs, and there will be advantages and disadvantages also displayed in the scattered diagram. This helps us to find the some advantages are very easy and it is understandable. Disadvantages is does not give any degree of correlation. Next is a definition. The measures of degree of relationship between the two variables is called as a correlation coefficient. It is denoted by the symbol R. So the correlation mostly lies between the -1 and +1, and also the assumption is nothing but the assumption constitutes the linear coefficient of variable, whereas the population model. The bivariate model is normal, and the bivariate normal population is among the over things. One is more, both the x and y are normally distributed. The relationship between the x and y in sense it is linear. So how to find the method of calculations are observed in this correlation coefficient. So some of the methods we will explain that. So we can solve the correlation coefficient using the deviation process, that is mean deviation process. That is r equal to summation xy by root of summation x square by summation y. So now I am going to recap all the values, all the concepts we have already studied. What is the measures of degree of relationship between the two variables, and also where the correlation lies between. And also I have discussed the problem in the correlation coefficient for using the Pearson coefficient. Here I have to solve the correlation for the 10 students, those who are scored in maths and statistics, and find the solution for the correlation coefficient. So these are the concept behind that, and just we are mentioning the mind map here. So statistical method is nothing but method of correlations and scatter diagram, coefficient, rank correlation. So these are the recap in the concept we have learned so far in the PPT.